Hi, this is no ordinary voice of spiritual ventriloquism. You are listening to Dummy himself down at Bella Vista Baptist Church last week in someplace in Florida. You could probably Google it. This just gives us a good example about people spending too much time watching Heathen Box Office, Sin Amax. Our minds are pre programmed to be offended, to be disgusted with something when really no offense ever even occurred. That's how schizophrenic this generation is. They don't even know when or when not to be offended because honestly, they haven't even been trained right. They haven't trained their minds right. The sign said this, and I know this is a graphic example, so if you have children, leave the room. uh, the sign said, "Forgiveness is swallowing when you want to spit." And somebody got offended at that. Obviously, uh, images were bringing into their mind. Well, first of all, let me tell you something. If you're uh, having a trouble forgiving somebody, are you actually going to go there? I don't think so. Uh, but the church was took their sign down. I don't think they should. I think they should have left it up for all of you ignorant imbeciles, you dumbasses out there who want to uh, project some, you know, arrested, developed morality. Well, how do you say it? I mean, it's just disgusting. The ignorance of people. Well, anyway, we're going to go ahead and go to Matthew chapter 5. Okay. And Jesus said something. He said, "You shall not do no murder, and whosoever murders shall be liable to judgment." Verse 21, Matthew chapter 5. "But I say to you, whosoever is wroth with his brother without a cause shall be liable to judgment. And whosoever says to his brother, Raca, shall be liable to the Sanhedrin," or to the council of elders. "But whosoever says, you fool, shall be liable to the fire of Gehenna." Well, uh, and whosoever says to his brother, Raca. Well, first of all, let me tell you something. We live in a Western society that knows nothing about Hebrew. Okay? Western society says that Raca is something you say. And that's what it says. "And whosoever shall say to his brother, Raca." Now, first of all, you don't say Raca, you do Raca. Okay? It means to spit. "If her father had but spit in her face, should she not be shut out of the camp 7 days?" And when he refuses to take up his office of a leveret to raise seed unto his brother, his deceased brother, the Torah or the Nabim says, the writings say that she shall take off his shoe, and she shall spit in his face and say, "Thus shall it be to the man who refuses to raise up his brother's house." Wow. So Raca is something you do, not something you say. Raca in Hebrew means spitting, or the act of spitting, or to spit. Okay? Bad business deal. Didn't go through. The two parties spit on the ground and walked away. That concluded the negotiations. No need to go anywhere from there. But I'm just trying to give you an example of how English understanding, English, what do you say, attempts to convey scripture to you accurately, whether it be in the Old Testament, as they say, or in the New Testament, the renewed covenant, it falls short in many, many, many places, And so, anyway, Raca, to spit. It's something you do, not something you say. See how concrete the Hebrew and Eastern languages are? It's always, everything is in motion, everything is in action. And in the meantime, these dumbasses over here in the United States get offended because they think they read something on a church sign and all they saw what was already in their uneducated, defiled mind from the very beginning. I wouldn't apologize for that.